As wintry winds whispered through the streets of Colonial Williamsburg, a sense of timeless fascination swept the air. On this evening, the recently reopened Kimball Theatre, once known as the Williamsburg Theatre, was adorned with its historic charm and stood proud against the starry night sky. Sarah and I, so glad to be back in town for the holidays, were drawn to its doors, persuaded by the allure of a classic holiday film playing here that promised warmth, nostalgia, and an evening of cinematic delight. With tickets in hand, we headed closer to the soft glow of the movie poster marquee, which proudly displayed the night's spectacle, White Christmas, an ageless gem starring Bing Crosby, Danny Kaye, Rosemary Clooney, and Vera Ellen. After many years of inner-city exploration, we've never really gotten a thorough look inside the town's famous theater, let alone an opportunity to finally experience one of our favorite Christmas films playing here on Kimball's historic big screen. A shared anticipation with other holiday moviegoers was bubbling beneath the surface as everyone eagerly awaited the flickering embrace of this vintage motion picture. Crossing the threshold into the hallway, with popcorn, drinks, and movie snacks in hand, echoes of the past surrounded us passing through. Our curiosity amplified as our footsteps marched closer to the heart of the revered Kimball Theatre. Finally inside the auditorium, gazing around the room in admiration, Kimball's velvet curtains would soon be parted in a graceful separation, revealing the canvas where this sensational holiday picture show would be projected. A film we enjoy watching every year at Christmas time, and we're delighted this year to be viewing it for the first time from inside Kimball's Theatre. And although I would love to tell you to kick back, relax, and enjoy watching the entire movie with us in its full length, the next best thing I can offer fans of this classic film would be to share a few of the more intriguing behind-the-scenes backstories related to this masterpiece of cinema excellence. Of course, with each movie fact discovery cast onto the Kimball Theatre's historic projection screen. So fill that popcorn bucket up with some freshly popped buttery kernels and join us for an evening at the Kimball Theatre in Colonial Williamsburg to see Irvin Berlin's White Christmas with 15 movie facts about the classic holiday film. Number 15, 6th Avenue, New York City. While the Kimball Theatre's environment, no doubt, embraces the historical holiday warmth the film delivers as you watch, an experience we were happy to have partaken in, its debut was quite the extravaganza, taking place inside the world's largest indoor theater. The film premiered at Radio City Music Hall in 1954 and was a dazzling spectacle where the audience reveled in the film's magic amidst the impressiveness of one of the most iconic theaters in the world. Number 14, a record-breaking melody journey. Crosby's rendition of White Christmas holds the record for the best-selling single according to the Guinness Book of World Records. Surprisingly, it wasn't initially created for the movie bearing the same title. Penned by Irvin Berlin in 1940, Crosby introduced the melody 13 years prior to the film's release on the Kraft Music Hall radio show. He showcased the song in Berlin's movie Holiday Inn in 1942 and Blue Skies in 1946. Number 13, spontaneous film humor. During filming, a hilarious scene emerged spontaneously between Bing Crosby and Danny Kaye that wasn't part of the script. Director Michael Curtiz, amused by their antics as they playfully performed the sisters number from the film, ended up incorporating it into the movie. Their genuine laughter during the scene was unscripted as they struggled to maintain composure as shown in the scene. Number 12. Composer's Oscar Twist. On March 4, 1943, at the 15th Oscar ceremony, Irvin Berlin found himself as an Oscar presenter for Best Original Song. In a comical twist of fate, he announced his own name as the winner, acknowledging the rendition of White Christmas in the film Holiday Inn. Joking with the audience, he quipped, "I'm glad to present the award. I've known him for a long time," adding a humorous touch to the unexpected turn of events. Number 11. Repurposed Song Magic. While Bob Wallace finds himself unexpectedly venturing to Vermont with his sidekick and the Haynes sisters, from within the train's club car, the traveling quartet melodically voices their wintry desires in the tune Snow.
Snow, 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 snow.
This Irvin Berlin composition, initially titled Free, was crafted for the musical Call Me Madam, completely unrelated to winter themes. The song's transformation into a ballad of frosty dreams showcases Berlin's versatile talent, repurposing a tune from a different context into a heartfelt expression of yearning for snow-covered landscapes. Number 10. A subtle dance glitch. In the Best Things Happen While You're Dancing scene, Danny Kaye, recognized for his dancing, but not nearly as proficient as Vera Ellen, inadvertently causes her to slightly stumble towards the sequence's conclusion. As Vera Ellen elegantly twirls behind Danny, her foot momentarily catches on his, which can be spotted if you look closely at the scene. However, she skillfully and seamlessly regains her balance without any discernible disruption. Number 9. Opening credit error. In the opening credits of the film, a peculiar error arises regarding Vera Ellen's name. Rather than hyphenating her names, they were divided, leading to an unusual presentation. Consequently, the credit sequence gives the impression that Vera stands as her first name and Ellen as her last. This unconventional rendering, however, doesn't accurately represent the actress's complete name, which was Vera Ellen Westmeyer Rowe. Number 8. Aunt Rosie. Rosemary Clooney, renowned for her musical career, is the late aunt of esteemed actor George Clooney, famously known for his roles in Ocean's 11 and other hit movies. Both stars once shared the screen in 1994 in an episode of ER, where Rosemary made a memorable cameo appearance. George would often affectionately refer to her as Aunt Rosie. Number 7. An enduring age difference. In White Christmas, Bing Crosby and Rosemary Clooney were cast as a romantic couple, despite a significant age gap of 25 years between them in real life. At 51, Crosby portrayed one half of their on-screen romantic duo, while Clooney, at 26, stood as his counterpart. Their performances depicted a compelling and believable romantic relationship marked by charming rapport and undeniable charisma, showcasing the timeless appeal and versatility of their acting abilities. Despite the considerable age gap between them, their on-screen chemistry resonated with audiences and continued to enchant people across generations. Number 6. Alfalfa cameo. In White Christmas, Judy Haynes shares a photo of her brother Benny with Wallace and Davis. The photo was that of actor Carl Switzer, known for his role as Alfalfa in The Little Rascals. Switzer, recognized for his iconic portrayal, also had a brief yet significant appearance in It's a Wonderful Life, adding depth to his acting career beyond his beloved Alfalfa character in the classic show. Number 5. Melody versus motion. In White Christmas, Vera Ellen's singing remains a subject of debate. Speculation surrounds whether Trudy Stevens provided vocals for Vera Ellen's character, Judy Haynes, or if Rosemary Clooney lent her voice for both Betty and Judy's parts. Although who recorded Vera Ellen's singing voice is often debated, her dancing prowess was undeniable. Her dance journey began at age 10, eventually leading her to become one of the youngest Rockettes. Contrarily, Rosemary Clooney, while not a dancer, possessed a beautiful voice. She humorously remarked that while Vera Ellen's voice could be dubbed, her dancing skills were irreplaceable. Clooney, jokingly expressing her desire for her dancing to be dubbed in White Christmas, only had 2 significant dance scenes in the film. Their sister's routine strategically employed props to mask the simpler choreography, enabling Clooney to match Vera Ellen's steps. Number 4, Berlin's Melody Jitters. Despite its immense popularity, Irvin Berlin, the song's creator, harbored nervous apprehensions about how the film adaptation would be received. Rosemary Clooney once reminisced about Berlin's unwavering attendance at soundtrack recording sessions. As Bing Crosby and the ensemble polished the final rendition of White Christmas, Berlin's anxious demeanor became apparent, incessantly pacing the studio, consumed by worry. In a defining moment, Crosby, recognizing Berlin's unease, reassuringly, Crosby affirmed, "There's nothing we can do to hurt this song, Irving. It's already a hit." Number 3, sisterly musical bond. Like the Haynes sisters in White Christmas, Rosemary Clooney, who played Betty Haynes, performing as part of a duo alongside her sister Judy Haynes in the film. In real life, similar to the sister act played out on the big screen, Rosemary shared a professional act together with her actual sister, Betty Clooney. This partnership allowed them to exhibit their music abilities, highlighting their harmonious bond as siblings and performers. Rosemary's collaboration with her sister marked an important chapter in her early career, demonstrating the synergy and musical rapport between the siblings as they embarked on their journey in the world of entertainment. Number 2, a shift in casting. Initially, Fred Astaire was slated to portray Phil Davis in White Christmas, aiming to reunite the successful duo of Astaire and Crosby, who had previously starred in 1942's Holiday Inn. However, as the film commenced 12 years later, Astaire, having retired from acting, declined the role, marking the end of the envisioned reunion. Following Astaire's refusal, Donald O'Connor, renowned for his role in Singing in the Rain, was approached to step into the role. O'Connor withdrew due to an illness, leaving the part temporarily vacant. Ultimately, the role of Phil Davis found its home with the talented Danny Kaye, completing the cast for White Christmas. Number 1, Toxic Snowfall. Surprisingly, the snow used in the famous final scene of the film was asbestos, a revelation that might startle many. During that period, asbestos earned the nickname magic mineral in the film industry. At that time, its hazardous nature wasn't fully understood, leading to its widespread use on movie sets as a snow substitute. This practice highlights a time when asbestos was embraced for its visual qualities without awareness of its harmful effects, underscoring the industry's unknowing reliance on materials that later posed significant health risks. With the closing scene of the movie filling the theater, signaling the end of the evening's cinematic journey, the pages of the holiday scrapbook in our minds would now include the historic ambiance of the Kimball Theatre in Colonial Williamsburg at Christmas time.